Okay, Wilson Morales from Black Film and TV. Hello, Tahar.
Hello, Wilson.
Hey, this is a tough film to do. Obviously, with the films you've done, what went into saying yes for this project?
First of all, I read the script. I didn't know anything about Mohamedou and about his book. I didn't read the book before. So yeah, what drew me in was the part, first of all, and the script was so well written, and plus work again with Kevin was a good surprise. I wanted it. We wanted it for years because we've been working together 10 years ago, and we bound and we kept a good relationship. But the part was amazing. My feelings when I read the script were kind of mixed up because I was very happy to pick that part, and at the same time to know that it's a true story, and that a man, to me, an innocent man, has been treated this way. I was sad. I felt angry, and I felt like I needed to do this movie. I wanted to do him justice as much as Kevin wanted to. So yeah, I said yes straight away.
Mhm. Now, there's a lot that goes into doing this role. There's the research, and then there's meeting Mama Mohamedou. How much time did you put into after reading the script, doing your research about what goes on in Guantanamo Bay, and then meeting Mohamedou and hearing his take on it firsthand?
Okay, sorry. I didn't want to meet Mohamedou before I read the book. So I read the book, and then I did my research. I watched documentaries, and I wanted, I didn't want to come as a young man just asking questions and questions and. But anyway, I met him on Skype. We started to talk about chit chat, and I was really surprised to see that a man who's been through what he's been through would be able to be that nice, that kind, you know, full of light, full of joy, uh, with such a crazy sense of humor, and very generous. It was hard to believe, but I needed to ask him the touchy questions, so I did, and God, his face started to change. I felt like he was time traveling there. Uh, his eyes would go all over the places. It was even hard for him to talk. So I felt so bad and stupid. So I stopped. I said, I'm never going to ask him those questions ever. Who am I to bring him back there? So I stopped, and you know, so what I felt every moment was like, hey, what I have to do now is to take advantage of meeting someone extraordinary, spend
Mhm.
time with him, and you see, at some point, I will find what I need to find to portray him, and that happened. I observed him. We talked. I asked him some questions about him, about his life before Guantanamo, after his relationships with his lawyers and his guards, and then my job is to observe, to try to catch his spirit, the way he would answer, those little movements, the way he moves his eyes, all of it. But above all, I was really happy to meet someone extraordinary because it doesn't happen all the time in real life.
There's the physicality of the role. How much did you do to prepare for this role? Was it a matter of just doing it, or did you do like some actors and lose the weight and get your
I
hair
did.
cut, all that?
I did. I went all in. I needed it. Look, I had to lose. I was shooting something before, and I only had 2 weeks after I wrapped before the next shooting, which was the Mauritanian. So I had to lose 12 kilos or 10 in a very short amount of time. So I went on a very, very strict diet. And for the torture scenes, I needed to get as close as possible to the real conditions of Mohamedou, without putting myself in danger, but at the edge of being hurt. It was the only way for me to to be able to believe in what I was doing and to convey authentic feelings emotions, physicality to the audience, to my director, and of course to Mohamedou.
Hmm.
I wanted to experience it.
You're working with the great Jodie Foster, who doesn't do that many films, these days. How's working along with her as she plays the lawyer?
It was an honor. It was an honor, and plus, I actors of my generation, we grew up with her movies and her incredible performances. I still remember her in of course, Silence of the Lambs, but also Nell, Taxi Driver, and I'm a very big fan of the New Hollywood era. So she is this my main inspiration comes from this era, and she is part of it. So I felt like I was walking through my screen and sit in front of her. And as you know, she's so strong, so such a great actress that if you're well prepared and ready to do this, all you have to do after all is to follow her. She races the game, and you know, it's all about trust. And when you're in front of such a great actress, there is a sort of conversation without words that happen just in the way we look at each other in the different stares, and then you trust each other more and more, and somewhere along the way magic happens.
Hmm. Before I let you go, this is the second time you've worked with Kevin. What did you pick up from him as a director the second time around that you can take on to your next project?
What I took from him, the problem is that the first time I worked with him, I could barely speak English. And
Hmm.
what you need when you're an actor is to create a special relationship with your director so you can develop a solid trust. And the first time I trusted him, but I felt frustrated to not be able to explain my ideas and to go as far as possible in my with my character. This time it didn't happen. So, but Kevin and I stayed friends over the years, and we bounded. And the whole process you have to go through when you meet a director about trust, knowing each other. It takes time and energy. This is what we won. When he called me, it was done already. And Kevin is he's a director of many movies, but also documentaries, and he knows exactly what's a real person, what's a genuine emotion. So you can't fake with him. You
Hmm.
see.
You did a good
Uh,
job. Obviously, I'll be looking forward to seeing your next project, but keep this going, keep the momentum going, and stay safe.
Thank you so much, Wilson. You too.
Take care.
You too. Bye.